today, I am super excited today sitting down with two of the most popular ladies in the Okanagan and famous, the two Stone sisters, Shannon and Tamara. Tamara, Shannon, thank you for getting me into this incredible home that you guys have listed.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
This is, you guys live in the most amazing area in, I think, in BC. Okanagan.
Yeah, we do.
And as we're looking over the lake here, in this development of Wilden, you have listed here, is stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah, it is.
It is a very unusual to have family doing business to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You guys been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah.
Holy shit. Why did you guys start it out together? Or did somebody start it first and then drag the other one in? How did that go?
My big sister. She dragged me into it.
She did?
I did. So I sold for 10 years before Shannon got in. And for all of those 10 years, I hounded her to join me in the business.
Almost every day.
And why did you hesitate? Why were you hesitant?
I think I wanted to always start my own marketing company. I thought that's what I was going to do, is have my own company in some sort of realm in marketing, which was sort of what we do anyway. Mm-hmm. And so I just thought, I'm going to go do my own thing. Our parents were realtors as well, so it was natural for us to look towards real estate. But after I went and got my business degree, specializing in marketing, worked for a few different companies, I thought, I don't really want to do that. So finally, when Tamara stopped bugging me,
and now all of a sudden you were like,
I'm like, wait a second, why aren't you bugging me? I want to come in.
And it honestly, I can remember exactly where I was. I remember the day, and Shannon phoned. She was living in Calgary, and she's like, hey, Tamara, have you got a minute? I'm like, sure. And I was frazzled and fried. I had a 2-week-old. I had a 2-year-old. Life was chaos. Shannon's like, I'm thinking of getting into real estate. And I was just like, I just started bawling. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. So I didn't know how much force and momentum and how high she'd aim and how much she'd grow the business, but that's when it took off.
Yeah. So it's been 20 years since. You guys don't look like you got sick of one another. Very much the opposite, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
Like as we're like, you were grooming each other here like a bunch of monkeys. Like it's actually,
it's true, yes.
It is everywhere you go. You're always together on your social media, at events, at tents, like I love my brother, not that much, but it is, how do you do that? And when you fight, like, what does that look like?
We rarely fight. And I know people ask us all the time and they say, well, what happens when you fight? And we just don't, we might annoy each other and Tamara might raise her eyebrow at me or vice versa.
I wish I knew how to do that. You're the one who can raise.
And we just, we're so cognizant of wanting to keep our relationship, our sister relationship strong and good. I think that's the number one focus for us, that we're very good communicators to each other and, everything's out on the table and we're honest. We have the same work ethic. So it's easy.
We don't actually really even have to talk. And that sounds so weird. And people are like, what are you talking about? Our husbands and our kids all get it. And they're like, oh yeah. Shannon can control what I'm going to wear the next day without telling me. I swear, like she'll put on gray with a hot pink top, and all of a sudden I'm in my closet going, I'm going to wear gray and a hot pink top. Like it happens all the time.
So it's almost like you're like twins without being twins.
Honestly, I think so. We have this strange connection that, Tamara will give me a look and I'm like, I know, yes, I 100% agree, they're priced too high. She doesn't have to say a word to me, and I know exactly what she's thinking, or vice versa.
Makes it really hard. Like my husband's saying to me all the time, he's like, I'm not Shannon. I can't read your mind. I'm like, damn it.
I think that's a husband thing, because I don't think it has anything to do with
Wait a second here.
It's like, because my wife says the same thing. Well, she doesn't say anything. She just automatically assumes I know.
That's true. Fair point.
I don't at the end. But it never really brought any issues up in working together. And you've been so successful. Your team, how many people do you have now?
We've got 12 licensed agents, including us, and we're a brokerage, so we are a sub-brokerage with that. Yeah. And then we've got 4 admin that work with us as well, so yeah.
Are you planning on growing further, or what's
carefully?
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want to be, the trend, and it seems to be reversing, but the trend for a bit, not necessarily in Kelowna, but elsewhere across the country, and the States, mega teams of 100 people, and it was just a revolving door, and the agents, the team lead, if you will, we're just busy managing people, and that's not who we are. That's not authentic to us. So we still really like the business and still really like boots to the ground, chatting with people, viewing homes, pricing homes, having those hard conversations. So I don't think we ever want to get massive, but bigger as the right people find us.
Yeah. And you also like you very diverse, because you're not just going after let's just say the $500,000, $600,000 listings. You have $1 million listings actually. Is that another market you've been going after, or is it always something that was there?
I think we're going after more the higher end, the ultra luxury market more so now than we have in the past. And I think that's just the evolution of time to some degree. And our marketing reach, I think we're getting more people that want the reach that we have marketing wise across Canada, which is what we're sort of known for. And so that has helped in that regard.
I think I just saw that actually. You just did a marketing campaign in Calgary.
Yes.
People moving to the Okanagan.
Yes.
Very smart. The magazine, I might add, was very lovely.
Thank you.
I did like the cover.
Thank you.
And you see more Calgary traffic coming more and more over here.
And Toronto and Vancouver.
Really? Really?
Yeah, a lot. We're going to Vancouver in a couple days, actually. And then we have to promote our listings. To we first go. Really, we feel like we're ambassadors for the area. We've lived here. Shannon was born here. I was born in Edmonton. Lived here our whole lives. So it's
Hold on. Whoa. Because the parents moved in the meantime, or
yes.
I was like,
Yeah.
How did that all happen? Okay.
Yep. So moved here when I was 2.
Okay.
And essentially have never left. Lots of travel, but never lived anywhere else.
Well, that explains that you are also a avid cyclist.
Yes.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, to the point where it totally took me by surprise, you called me on my phone, and it has that nerdy bicycle with your helmet on there, and I'm like, what is happening here right now?
I know. She's actually in one of our videos, one of our lifestyle videos for a waterfront property. Tamara's biking in the video. And I'm like, can you bike, please, road bike? We need a road biker in the video. She's
And
like,
you go hard, right? Like you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you do that every day?
A few times a week, 3 or
Like
4
on the
times
road,
a week.
or like you cycling in the mountains?
On the road. So I had a bad crash a few years ago, mountain bike riding. So I sold my mountain bike and just road ride, and then swim. I go across this lake soon. So.
Oh, are you doing the across the lake swim again?
Yep.
No, thank you.
ADHD. See, I was born before there were the drugs that they have nowadays. So to burn off all the energy, I have to.
You could still take them.
I know.
she just works out.
I
I canoe beside her. I'm like, go.
So
go.
what is your hobby? Because I couldn't find anything on you actually.
So I hike. I probably hike almost every day. So hike, workout, and then our kids are so busy. So our kids both play hockey.
How many you two have between the two of you?
I've got 2 boys and Tamara has 2 girls.
Of course.
Yes.
It's just like, of course
Why
it had to be.
wouldn't we?
It had to be the balance. Now let me ask you something. Why white? Because you guys are known for being always in white.
Yes.
And that suits you ladies very, very well.
Yeah.
But it gets dirty. Apparently.
I know.
Very easy.
I know.
So why white?
It's classy. To us, it's elegant. It's classy.
It's symbolic of good intentions.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think.
ethical.
Yeah. I
And
love it because
nobody wears all white. I mean, we go to conferences. We've gone to conferences in Las Vegas with 4,000 people, and
you stand out.
Yes.
and we are the only ones. I mean, it helps that there are 2 of us, and we are head to toe white. We've got a few realtors across the country who are now doing the all white thing. It's like,
Fuckers.
I know.
Stop calling me out.
exactly.
We're like, okay, you're off our list. No, I'm just kidding.
But you always go to different events like cities and promote.
Yes.
Well, we're ambassadors. You first sell the Okanagan and how great it is to live here and play here and raise a family here and grow old here and go to university here. Like it's all of that. And then we sell our listings. So we do. We have $300,000 condos up to $7 million homes. And
So it's basically for everybody.
Everybody.
You were mentioning early on that the market, there was an evolution. What was easier then that is harder now? And what is easier now than was harder then?
So great question. So back, sort of, we going all the way back 20 years ago, sort of how things have changed. I mean, the internet in the last 20 years and social media, I wouldn't even say necessarily the internet, but social media has really taken off. So that's changed the landscape of our business. You know, I think to do well, you have to be everywhere on all the different channels.
Yeah.
And, you know, it used to be that we were the holders of the information. You had to go and talk to a realtor to gather information about the house that you wanted to view or anything. People used to go to open houses because that was their only way to see inside a property.
Very true.
And now you want to make sure that your property is promoted the best way possible online. 100% of buyers are starting their search online. So you have to make sure that you have a big reach to reach all those buyers, but that your property looks the best way it can. So we have a stager, excellent photographer, videographer, you do videos, drone, floor plans. So it's really easy for somebody to imagine them living in that property. Whereas before, the only thing you had to do was try to get them to come into the door. Whereas now people are really deciding if that's the house or between 2 or 3 houses before they walk through those houses. They've narrowed their list down from say 20 or 50 to 2 or 3, and they're just confirming when they walk through. Very different.
So it's your job mostly to make sure that before they walk in, they have the right impression so that when they do walk in, it's like sold.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great value actually, because you don't have to have as many open houses or individual listings because by the time the people walk in,
selling the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And more, you know, not just the factual information on a property, that's important to have too, but how is someone going to live in this home? You know, we look at this property that we're here today and it's a stunning view. How is someone going to live here? Well, we need to showcase, imagine sitting and having your morning coffee out on the deck and watching the sailboats go by and really encompassing what it means emotionally.
I'm like totally flabbergasted.
It's for sale. This could be your home.
I gotta save a little bit more for that one, but it's unbelievable. But that also, you know, reflects in the price because and I've traveled extensively too.
Right.
Even when you go to Europe, like you don't have this in the world.
No.
Like it's even when you're in Europe and you have this, it's built. Like everything is houses. You don't have this nature. At the end of the day, right?
Well, and nature literally, pretty much from anywhere you go in Kelowna, and that's a big thing that people don't have elsewhere. Nature out your back door. Within 5 from here, from this home, you could be outside walking in nature, surrounded by trees, and you know, at the end of the driveway. And
well, actually, I think they have the trail back here, where there was a cottage up here too, isn't there? Like
I don't know.
There was a hut. Yeah, that the locals used for.
This is PG here. Like I'm just.
Yeah.
What did the locals use it for?
Well, exactly. Of that, exactly. The teenagers had a good spot going. It got shut down. Actually,
I wonder why.
Yeah, oopsie daisy. No, but like this mountain here is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, even when they developed it and everything, right? Like, well, that was I think in the '60s when he bought it. But for what happened between then and now is unbelievable.
Amazing. Yeah, it is.
Something that's gotten to answer the next part of your question, what's gotten harder now compared to back then? I would say pricing homes. Because there's much more diversity, and it used to be pretty easy. I mean, 30 years ago, I remember going out going, I don't even have to go in the house. I can look and go, okay, that was built in 1972, 2 bedrooms up, fireplace on the left. And I knew within $10,000 what that house was worth. And now we have so many different architectural styles, so many, you know, the sizes of homes, the, you know,
products used.
Exactly.
Yes, finishing.
So I think it's much more difficult to price properly and accurately.
True.
Because if you overprice in this market, even 10%, you're probably going to sit.
That's true. You're absolutely right. Pricing is so important right now.
Yeah, it is. Well, in today's time, even with inflation and everything, where people have the expectation, oh, my house is worth this much because my neighbor. It's hard for you realtors actually to manage your clients' expectations.
Yes,
because we all think whatever we own is worth more than
always
what
absolutely
it at the end is, and you know, coming in and giving them the bad news or her is never great. You know, it's like, oh really, that's all it is.
Well, and it's having the compassion, you know, the knowledge and the compassion and the empathy. And I mean, I think one of the best things we do is say to people, I said it to a fellow on the phone today, I said, well, the market just doesn't seem to be where you are hoping it is. And maybe the best thing is to wait for a few years, you know, maybe, you know, I said, I think it'll be longer than a year before it gets to where you want, but 2 or 3 years. years. And he's like, why? I can't do that. I don't want to do that. But I think it's empowering people to go, we're going to be really honest with you, even if it means you decide to not move forward and not sell right now.
Well, what's the point at the end of the day? Otherwise you just have sitting some things that's not selling.
No. And our job is to be honest, and we'll often say that, especially in this market, to people, that we wouldn't be doing our job. You hired us to do our job, and our job is to be honest and tell you what we're seeing in the market and where the true value is. You might not like it. We don't like it, but it's the honest. We're not going to give you just a price up high in the sky so that you'll list with us, and then we'll be on you to just bring the price down. That's not our strategy.
By you two working so well together, now I'm going to ask you guys the opposite. What is her strengths and what is her weakness, and what is her strength and what is her weakness?
Oh, good question. Great question.
Oh, Shannon is calm and level-headed. Always. She's steady Eddie. So she doesn't have the highs or the lows. Shannon really doesn't get mad.
That's a Taurus.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get crazy excited. Sometimes you get excited. Big shoe sale. She's wild.
I'm there.
But I think it's Shannon's, steadiness that, she's way better at talking to our staff. And the agents. She's just calm and that rule of wait 24 hours. I don't wait 5 seconds. All my emotions are here on my sleeve. And our mom had that little poem she'd read to us. There was a little girl who had a curl in the middle of her forehead. When she was good, she was really, really good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. That's me.
That's you. But then what's her downfall? What is Shannon not so good at?
Picking up the phone when her sister's calling and texting, multitasking to answer her sister.
Going with her to shoe sales when I'm busy working.
That's actually
those are things.
Those are pretty decent things. So what about Tamara? What is
Tamara is a master. If you've ever seen her, we've seen you at lots of events, and Tamara's a master at working an event, at meeting everybody. So much so that sometimes we go to a conference and I'll say to Tamara, "Okay, so we have a goal." Because I'm also a little bit of a planner, so I'm sure it drives Tamara nuts sometimes. But I'm a bit of a planner, so I'll say to Tamara, I'm like, okay, we have to make 5 really good connections. So we'll go into this RE/MAX conference or what have you, this real estate conference, and we'll meet 5 really good connections. We'll remember their name and do all of this. Tamara's like, okay, I'm ready, I'll go. And she goes out and she does it. And I kind of can just sit back because she'll come back and she's
so
like...
then you don't even do it?
I don't even do it. She'll come back and she's like, okay, Shannon, I got it. So what do I win? Because I did 20. And here they are, and here's their names, their kids' names. This is what they're into. And I'm like, that's awesome. I didn't have to do it.
I have none, so thanks, honey.
Yeah, I'm like, this is great. Okay, you win a gold star. And she's like, okay. But kidding aside, Tamara is amazing at connecting with people.
Yeah. It is really good tag teaming that way. Like knowing, and the reason why I'm asking is knowing our own strength and our own weakness and being okay with it. Like,
yes, totally.
I have no patience. I am impulsive. Luckily, I stopped drinking, so that actually helped out.
Yeah.
So I don't freak out anymore.
Good for you.
So there's always pros and cons, but then I'm very lovable and caring and all this other shit. Knowing what we're good at and focusing on that is much better than
and trying to be everything. You can't.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm more of an introvert person. So Tamara can go 24/7, work all day with clients, do all of that, and then at nighttime she's like, okay, so you guys coming for dinner? Where are we going? And I'm like, I need downtime. I have to recharge.
Yeah.
So that's just me and knowing that, whereas Tamara can go.
Yeah.
And that's probably why we work as well as we do, that, we're similar, as Shannon said earlier. We have the same values and ethics and moral compass, but we're really, really different personalities. So I think that's part of why it's so good.
Yeah.
Together, we are a complete package.
No, but it's true. Yeah,
it is.
You are.
It's true.
Yeah.
But Tamara, you also are a public speaker.
Yeah, I love it.
Holy shit.
I know. Like when I grow up, that's what I'm going to do.
Really? Well, apparently
It's the only thing that makes me
apparently
nervous.
you already did it.
Yeah,
So it's you don't have a problem talking to hundreds and thousands of people?
No, love it. Yeah, right before I go on, I get nervous. The last one I did wasn't that many people, so I actually didn't get nervous at all. I wait for it, like I'm like, the Lululemon bag, do something that makes you uncomfortable or nervous. That's the our crazy mountain bike ride or jumping out of an airplane. That would make me nervous. I'm not doing that. But
anymore.
Yeah. Standing up in front of a bunch of people fills my tank. I love it.
And Shannon, you would rather crawl don't do
I'm
that.
good going.
Because I've seen you on stage somewhere too.
Yeah, I'm
actually.
okay doing it, but I don't get the same rush. I don't think that Tamara does. Maybe I don't mind doing it. I mean, I've gone on speaking podcasts. I'm like doing, but not to the same degree that Tamara. Tamara, and she does a really good job at it too. She's very good. So
Facilitator. Oh, that's awesome. It's
fun. Yeah.
Actually, it is actually fun. Like my wife does it too. Like she loves it. Do it. Like when Rock the Lake and she's on stage and there's thousands of people. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
I would rather crawl in a hole and hide. Like that's not me.
Yeah.
But then I'm loud individually, right? Like I don't know how that whole goes.
Isn't that funny? Hey.
So the market, the real estate market, is here today. We just had an election.
Yes.
Liberals are in. Good or bad? Who knows? I guess we will see.
Yeah.
What do you estimate where things are going, like roughly?
I think it's great the election's done because I think that caused everybody to sort of pause and try and figure out, what if this or what if that, and it was really polarizing, more so than I feel like we've seen, and perhaps it's just because so many people are on social media, but the nastiness out there,
Yes.
we're better than that as Canadians. We really are. So I'm glad that's done. Ultimately, we are in an exceptional place. It's the end of April. I'm looking at, what are those float planes? Just, one of those just flew by, all the green grass. There's no snow. It's warm out. The flowers are up. I planted my garden. This is a good place to live. And the people who have lived there their whole lives, like us, we don't, the realtor in me loves the growth. The girl who's lived here since I was 2 years old, I'm like, traffic. Okay, if you're going to the greenery or you're going to Costco, go early because traffic is crazy. Our roads haven't, our infrastructure hasn't kept up with the growth. And I don't think we've seen anything yet.
No, I don't.
No, I agree.
Actually, with the downtown core, the way it's developed with those sky rises that are happening, I think shit is going to hit the fan, and City Hall will be up for rude awakening. Actually, by the time if they all moved in.
Oh, I know.
Totally.
And if you guys come across the bridge at night, my kids were playing hockey the other day, late at night, and so I came across the bridge with all the lights downtown, and it looks like a big city.
It actually does. Yeah.
It's quite beautiful actually at nighttime with all of the lights, but it is interesting. You just look and go, hold on to your point. I think not right away, but in time it will be completely different.
Actually, the way same as you, as I'm coming over the bridge, even during the day or during the night, it kind of reminds me, not that it is, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Miami or Florida.
Yes.
When you go in and out, we're gonna see more where the mill is, where they're gonna develop all that mills. Unbelievable what's gonna happening there.
Yeah.
So then I think we have like this combination because we have all that native land here too with casinos. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see a couple of more casinos
I would agree.
up.
Yeah.
And then like we have it all. We have the skiing in the winter. We have the lake in the summer. Like
look at our airport.
Look
at the expansion at the airport. It's what are we, the 9th busiest airport in Canada?
That's incredible.
So, and yet we're not the 9th biggest city. So it's
And I love that airport actually. It's so like it's easy to come in and out.
Yeah.
Like almost like Palm Springs. When you fly in, it's very easy. You land it there, you're out, done.
Yeah,
it's like
true.
Bigger airports, Vancouver. Oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like going in and out.
Yeah.
Well, Victoria's a little bit easier too. But no, you're absolutely right. I think we're definitely representing a very, very nice area here. And we're going to see more growth. And of course, you guys
100%.
are like going to keep going, right? Like,
We love what we do.
Is there like okay, we're done when we're 65, which is of course a long time ago.
That's like 50 years away.
Yeah, but like, is there like, do you plan on retiring, or is there like a planner? You must have some.
No, to be honest, I think my plan would be that we continue. We'll have the support. We've got such a good group of people, and we'll continue to cultivate that and continue working with our people so that they're the same ethics, the same quality that we offer, and we will just continue to carry on. That's our plan.
And we don't have to work the way we did when it was just Shannon and I, or just me. It's, I no longer, and thanks to Shannon's support and ability to let me, I do the things I really like doing, connecting with people. And, I'm taking a gentleman some of my flower pots. He doesn't have a green thumb. He needs to spruce up his house. So I'm going to go do those kind of things today. But I don't have to look at our spreadsheets and go through newsletters, like stuff I'm not good at. So if I had to do all the things I don't like doing, I don't know that I would stay.
Yeah.
But I'm able now to, empower our agents and make these great connections with people and, get a listing and negotiate a sale. I mean, I had fun with an offer this weekend, and it's like, I can't imagine not doing this. Like, I love it. So,
Yeah.
It is a thriving, like, I love doing business, period.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
gets you kicked.
rewarding.
well, and
Yeah.
if you love people, which I think all three of us do, then you couldn't. Yes, you do.
I actually don't.
You
no.
don't?
I don't. I don't like people.
Really?
I really don't know. I like people I like.
Yeah, fair.
It,
okay.
It
okay.
makes my life. If I don't like somebody,
Then you know, and
Oh,
actually,
they know.
it's a Taurus thing. I
It
think.
is. I
Yeah.
can't fake. Well, ta-da!
Yeah.
I cannot, and I'm not going to. I'm old enough. Like I don't do that shit anymore. Back then,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Put a fake. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Was that fake?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
really can.
Yeah.
I rather be true to myself and that way
Yes.
do business with people I like. How often
I
you have
agree.
a shitty client and you're trying to fake it and it just doesn't get any better? You're not getting out
Always.
of it.
It never gets
It
better.
never gets better.
We actually have a rule. If one of us gets a feeling with a client, at whatever stage, but it's usually in the beginning. You're onboarding somebody,
Yeah.
a seller or a buyer, and if, it used to be we both had to sign off on it.
Yeah.
And now if one of us is like, don't have a good feeling, Shannon's like, okay, yeah, done. We won't work with them.
Yeah.
Is
Because
It never gets better.
No, it doesn't get better. And you have to work with people that you connect with, that you like.
Yeah.
It makes it easier. That's why we're here, is to enjoy
Yeah.
life. So if
Yeah.
you're working with someone that you don't, when that phone rings and you're thinking, oh,
if
we don't
you
wanna
have to
work with those people.
cringe, if
No.
you don't want to deal with stuff, no, thank you.
It's not worth it.
But that's why I'm saying, like, I only like
Yes.
the people I like, and that's the only people
Yeah.
I want to do business with, anyways.
But you probably, like us, really like the people you like. And it's
Oh, yeah.
fun. It
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps us longevity here. And I think it keeps us, like, we've got so much energy. We laugh a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't take ourselves seriously. We take what we do seriously. Real estate is serious, but we don't take ourselves seriously. And same with our brokerage. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that keeps us going.
It is.
Love
It
that.
is actually when I do see you guys having your tent out there and at events,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like your gang is always laughing and doing
Yeah.
fun shit and
Yeah.
playing stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I'm thinking of the Christmas party videos.
We might not
guys
ever want to
dancing.
share those.
We won't share that, but yeah,
Yeah,
our
we-
agents
we
are
might
as
share
crazy
those.
as we are. Yeah.
Yeah, our
Oh, really?
agents, we had I can say it, but we just won't share the video, but we had a dance off. And it ended up being two of the guys that won the
And
dance
two
off.
of, one, well, they're both pretty serious. One really
Conservative.
has never
Oh,
let
so
his
the
hair
shirt
down.
went off.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
they were
we had a theme, so it was
What was the thing? Okay, come on, bring it on. What
80s.
Was the
80s.
okay.
Ouch!
Really?
It's the best
clothing-
music. The clothing
Agreed.
was horrible.
The clothing was horrible.
So, but the guys dressed as 80s rocks, like their costumes were amazing.
Yeah.
So like what I'm saying, like buttons
Oh,
open
yeah.
to your
They-
chest hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were wild. They were like, a lot of us were standing there going, "Is that who we think?"
Yes,
it is?"
really. We were like, wow, okay.
But it's
It's
so
fun.
it's fun. We let our hair down. Shannon and I do,
Yeah.
and we lead. They say it starts at the top and filters down.
It always does.
Our sort of philosophy is be at the bottom and lift everybody up. But our craziness allows them to all be.
You know what I that you said that way, I love that actually, is I watched a documentary about wolves. And I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
it
no.
too. The way wolves lead is by the weakest one, they set the pace at the beginning. The following ones are the strongest to protect them, and then the leaders are last to watch everybody ahead of them.
Wow.
Wow.
Like literally, the leaders
Yes.
in the
Watch
wolf
that.
packs, they lead from behind in the pace that the weakest give it. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
may not be the best one, best example in real estate, but they lift
kind of is.
everybody
They lift
up.
everybody up, which
because
I think is.
if you say, you're only as good as your weakest link,
Yeah.
Yes.
well then put the weakest link not on the front, but like make sure that everybody pushes through.
Yes.
Yes.
In the pace that it's manageable.
I
and
love that.
also to making sure that your weak link isn't that weak.
Yeah.
Like I think a big philosophy for us is ensuring we have the right people on the bus. And it's taken years to figure out what the right people are.
Yeah.
But we have
Yeah.
lots of stories on that, but we have the right people now.
No,
So
it's-
and we're really good at who we bring in, and we're very cautious of who we bring into
and
our
protective
little family
of that
fold.
culture.
Yeah.
But because
It-
you're right, that weakest link. you want to make sure that they're
not
that
shitty.
weak. Yeah.
You know, you just give them a bullet to take them out of their misery.
It's tempting.
Not going anywhere. But I just love that how the wolves ended up leading everybody from behind. And
I love
That's
that.
very
is
cool.
what
I'm going to try and find that.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's beautiful. It's very, very
Yeah.
beautiful. There's a video out there. If I find it, I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see what's happening with you ladies. I'm very excited to keep working with you. You guys are
Us
a
too.
tremendous team. You are powerhouse. Like I love how you guys, your energy is actually very white, very beautiful. And I think we're going to see much more damage over you guys. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
as
so-
well.
We
We
hope
love
so.
working with
Yeah.
you.
thank
so.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for inviting us in here.
Thank you.